This is Rhonda with Rhonda's Crafty Chaos, and welcome to my page. And if you're new here, welcome. We do have a lot of fun here, creating kind of unusual things. Today we're going to create a really cute book / decor out of this book. And I started it out just a little bit by cutting the pages out. And so I've just cut, and I've made it kind of jaggedy, kind of on purpose and kind of with trial and error. So I'm going to show you how I've done it. I've just taken any kind of X-Acto blade or cutter of any kind, and kind of I have a little outline of where I've cut before. You guys probably can't see it, but I just cut down the pages. And see, that tore just a little bit, but you won't even notice because the other pages will be on top. And just be really careful doing this because these blades are sharp. And I wanted to do most of it off camera in case I had a mishap. Y'all wouldn't have to witness my before I go to the emergency room. So these will just pop right out. And I just kind of take a few. There might be a couple of them with just a little bit of paper still stuck, but most of it will just come right out. And you could stop, you know, you don't have to go, even though those have already kind of cut through, it's fine. So I'm going to kind of get the middle of the book. Need to put a few more pages. See, these I completely tore. So I'm just going to glue them just with some regular Elmer's or Jock glue from the Dollar Tree. Get it open. There we go. And I'll just put a, well, we'll just use this then. That's being stubborn. I don't know why it's not, it's twisting, but it's not opening. So we'll just kind of put a little bit of glue, and this purple will go away once the paper dries. I'll put them down, kind of put them in place. On this one for, we're gonna do a Halloween book, so I don't mind that the pages don't really line up, but there's some winter books I want to do, and I want it to be crisp and clean. So the next couple I do, I want to make them look really nice. So I will probably take a lot more time. And I kind of learned on this one what can be done and what can't be done. And see the page that we just cut? They're kind of still a little bit right there. So I'm just going to tear them, and that'll be fine because of the Halloween vibe we're getting. And we may even take some of these pages and decorate the book. So this all being kind of ratty is okay. And I've got all of this, and I'm going to keep it because we can craft with this. There's a lot of stuff we can do with all that. Okay, so I've got pretty good depth in there. I would say a good ½ inch on both sides. So we're going to put some glue on this on the outside, and then we're going to paint it. And I kind of want it to kind of go up like this, you know, and then so we could put our scene inside of here. And these are the pictures I chose. And I've already kind of cut them apart. So I want to put these inside of this once we get to that point. And then I have some embellishments right here, a bunch that I just got from a craft kit that I had on hand, a scrapbooking kit. And then I've got some leaves I thought would be cute, and a little pumpkin or two. I thought about cutting them in half, and we could have them coming off the page, because I want to create a bunch of stuff down here. So when you set it up, I'm going to have a cardboard piece right here. And so it'll all be a whole scene of Halloween. And also I have some skulls. And I do have some little skeletons, but I've got to locate them. I had them, but I've set them down somewhere here in my craft room. So we'll have to find them. So anyway, that's what we're starting with. So we're going to start with the glue part of it right now. And I want to put these in first. And you can still see some of the white right here, but we will camouflage that in a little bit. So let's get our little glue stick out. This is one I was thinking about, and then I printed it too little. So I just turned it over and printed on it again. Okay, get a good amount on there. Okay, and when you put these on, kind of play with it, but you want it kind of up close to the side there. And so you can see the whole picture. Okay, so there we are. So this, we can still tear a little bit more off. And I like leaving a little bit of the jagginess. And I might even start tearing some of this down here. It might look kind of cute with it looking a little raggy. See how that looks. Might even look good with the pieces just hanging off there too. Having a couple of the page pieces hanging off, and so it doesn't look so clean cut. And these don't want to rip. There we go. And these book pages was just hard to rip. Okay, let's see how that's looking. I really like that hanging off. That looks kind of cool. Get a little bit of, you have to rip this before we do all our gluing, making our pages all stiff. I thought pages would just rip so easy, but holy cow, these are not ripping so easy. Okay, all right, that looks pretty good. I'll glue this one in. It's purple glue I got at the Dollar Tree, and for doing the crafts with the paper, it is the best. It sticks really good, and then the purple shows you where you got the glue on, and then it dries clear. Okay, so there's our little book so far. now we'll get out our glue and start really getting some glue on this so it'll harden up. And then I'll dry it with the heat gun. Okay. All right, now we'll get this. These pages are just not lining up, but in a way I'm kind of liking it. I think I might even tear a couple other pages so they'll kind of poke out a little bit. They're not just so crisp and nice. Okay, just gob the glue on. Okay, and we'll put a little up under there. See how I don't even have them lined up? On another one I do, if it's not Halloween, I would probably really pay attention and line them up. Okay. Lift it up, put some glue in on the top. Glue all this stuff down too. We're getting all of that, and then I'll put a bunch of glue on the picture itself. Okay, so on the ends of it, see how we have it kind of going up? And then I'm gonna make sure that there's little holes inside here so we could stick some moss and that, some like Spanish moss coming out of different parts of this. So I might even do like a little section right here where it kind of pokes up just a bit so I could shove some Spanish moss in it. See how I just did that? There's a couple little sections. We're gonna get a bunch more glue on the end, and then I will get my gun out and heat it up. Okay, now I've got it all glued and dried, and see how I've made it kind of crunchy. It's not absolutely dry, but it's dry enough that I think we could still work with it. And see the little holes in there? I'm gonna fill them up with like moss and that kind of fun stuff on the sides. Okay, we're gonna work on the back of it, get all of this covered with paint, and then we will embellish the front. I wanna get this drying real quick. Plop a bunch of paint on there. Brush. Just black Craft Essentials paint. I think it's a Michael's brand. Just gobbed on there, not any making it look pretty. We don't need it to look pretty. Okay, let's give it a good dry, and then we will do the other side, just the edges. We need to do the edges and get this side dry. Okay, now we're just lifting the book up. We're just gonna paint these white edges on it. And this doesn't have to be pretty in here because this will all be glued down. So I'm just making a mess. And then I'm gonna kind of just take this brush and just kind of mark up the pages. Just kind of give it a little dirty look. Okay, that was a mess. So we have that, just like that. I've got to dry just a little bit more on the edges. I'm liking how it's turning out already. It's going to be a spooky, spooky house book. A mess of our map, but that's okay. That's what it's for. Now, I found my little guy here, and I'll show you. We're going to have him setting, but I need these legs to bend. So you just take your heat tool, and on the little knee joints, just heat them up, and then you can bend them. Heat it up just a little bit more. It's kind of bending, but it needs a little bit more heat. Woo, that's a little hot. Just bend his little knee, see, so he'll have his little knee bent. And we'll bend his arm so he can be holding something. His little arm joint here. This thing gets hotter than you think. One arm. Gotta have his other arm. He can't look like he's a stiff. Bend it a little bit. Okay, so we've got that. Little hips, I guess they do move. Found a little bat we can use on there. Found these scary little skeleton hands. Then I went out in my yard and found these sticks I thought would be really cute next to the book. We'll try that. And these little things. So we've got a lot of little components there, but we need to figure out how we're going to do the bottom of it. And I'm just going to take a piece of cardboard, grab one here. These are just like a little 8x8 cake squares to get. Just take one of them. I'll cut it off a little bit here. We'll just glue it on, and then I can trim it off on the back too. That, I think, will work. Okay. We just need to trim it off a little bit here in the front. I'm just going to score it, and then I'll take my scissors and then finish cutting. See if that's what we like right there. That'll give us plenty of room right there. We can put our little scene on. So let's get him glued down. We'll just use just a ton of glue to get it to stand up and stay there. I probably always over glue everything, but then I'll put a little bit of glue right there. See if that's going to help. Turn it around. Put a bead of glue back here. I think I'm going to leave that paper on for just a little bit to kind of help support it while we're decorating it. And I may even leave it on after. We don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so there we are. Me cut the point off so that we can hold it like that so you guys can see it too a lot better. Okay, so now we need to start decorating. I'm just gonna prop the book up just a little bit like that. Now you want to use some dark wax and some black charcoal wax and see how we like them. I'm going to unload it here. I'm just going to unload it a little more, but I just want to kind of brush it on the little the sides where it's going to get dark and dingy. We'll even cover this up down here. I chose the brown side, not the white side, because I felt like that would be easier to camouflage. The paint did a lot of the black, but we'll put some of this wax on. It's going to make a funny little thing like that, but that will all be covered up probably by Spanish moss. Okay. There's that. So far, I'm looking like a mess, but we'll get it all together in just a second. Load my brush up for the dark wax, and this just kind of mellows it all out. See how that just really kind of mellows it out? I love the black and the dark wax together because it just, I don't know if you guys can see that as well as I can, but it just kind of makes everything just kind of go together. Kind of mesh together. See how that side, how this side looks, and that side looks just kind of raggy. We'll put some dark wax on it, and it'll all come together. love dark wax. Okay, how's that looking? I love it. I love the grunginess of it. Okay, got our waxes on. Now it's time to decorate. We'll get our spooky little trees. I kind of want to, I don't know, just put a little black on them because they're kind of a red. They're off of a not a cranberry tree. What am I trying to say? Crabapple tree. So, and I want the branches to kind of go in so it looks like it's part of the picture. We'll put a dollop of glue there. Kind of a couple of places up here where it's hitting. Great big old glob of glue, but as soon as it dries, I'll clean it up. That's looking pretty cute. Rhonda, as soon as it dries, then you can clean it up. Okay, leave it alone. Okay, so this one probably needs to go on the side because it has that little place. This one can go in the center, maybe. Maybe not. I have to go over there with that one. Maybe we'll just do them all over on the sides. Put that one in there. And that one can go right there where the glue was. We may put something right there so it'll camouflage that glue. I'm wondering if these leaves, kind of big, put a few leaves on the trees. Kind of look big, but they might be okay. Let's see if I can cut them down just a little. That might work. This is how you clean up your glue strings. You should take your glue or your heat tool and just go over there and kind of melt it, and they'll just go away. Just melt back in. Okay, get my little stand here. I think I'll cut a few of these leaves down. I'll just stick just a few of them in the tree. They're kind of big, so we'll just take them and just cut some off. Put a greenish colored one on. Cute, I like that. A couple more and I think we'll have it. Get a yellow. That's pretty cute. I like that. Get the Spanish moss. Put a bunch of glue down here. Spread this Spanish moss out. I'll put some leaves and that down in here too. One's already made himself at home in there, so we'll let him have that. I'll put another one over here. And these we won't cut down because we'll just shove them down in there. This one is the one I cut off, but we'll put him down in there and you'll never know that it was just a piece. Same with that one. We'll just stick it. So use your scraps too to make your, try not to waste much because craft supplies are so expensive. Everything is nowadays. Okay, so we got that. So we're right here now. Looking super cute. I want to put a pumpkin in there somewhere. I have these little fabric pumpkins, but I don't know if I like them as much. If they're too... I have these cute little things too. Our pumpkin wants to sit on the our skeleton wants to sit on the pumpkin. That might be kind of cute. Yeah, I think it's looking cute. So let's see what else we can put some those down in there, so maybe they'll cover up some of the, that's kind of big. I wonder if I could cut it down and stick it in the corner. So if I just cut it, might be kind of cute over there, huh? And I have there's magic in the night when pumpkins glow by candlelight. Well, that's another thing. We could put lights in this. That might be really cute. What I just got. I just found these. We are going to put these in our little book. Get them untangled here. I think this is going to add a lot of cuteness. Okay. We'll have it a pack around here. I kind of want the lights to go up through the book and into the picture a little bit, if I can, to light up the picture a little bit. We'll hide the little string. See how that's going to look? That is going to be cute. Get a little bit of hot glue. Oops. Hot glue it there. Hot glue the lights there. have them in the tree, but I only have one light left on this side, but that's fine. And then I'll glue the back of it back here for the light box. And then we'll put some, I'm glad I left that little ledge back there. We'll glue the little box on. Just a second. We'll let that dry. Figure out where we want it. Get the rest of these lights in place. Glue a little book shut just a little bit up there. Okay, so we have quite a few more lights. Put them all the way around the picture if we can. Should be enough. Stick some more. Whoops. Everything. Got all the lights put in there now. Kind of hide the little branch or the little thing, wire leads. Kind of push them back in with all your Spanish moss, like that. So that's turning out super cute. And we'll get our little pumpkin in there. I think I do like that little pumpkin. Oh, I like this little saying, so we'll put that in there. Okay. Little stand is not tough enough. There we go. I just had to switch it up. Okay, so we'll get our little pumpkin glued in there. And our little skeleton guy. Put him right up there by the tree. What are we going to have him hold? He's got to hold something. I'll have to find a little pumpkin. Got that right here. This little, got a little, I'll have to maybe dingy it up a little bit. I'm dingying my hands up more than I'm doing the pumpkin. I can't have it all bright and cheery looking. We'll put that in his hand. Bunch of glue on that, and we'll just kind of stick it in there, going kind of cattywampus. I was wondering about these hands. Can I see that? We should put hands coming down. That might look kind of cool. I don't like really scary, like horror. This is okay, but I don't like, I used to wouldn't even put a skeleton on anything. I thought they were too scary, but I guess I've kind of grown up a little bit. Look how cute that is. A little lamp or little chandelier. That won't go with our decorations too well. Let's see what else I have over here. I have an old crow, but I don't like it for this little scene. I need to put some little something back there. And then put our rest of our Spanish moss on. And start tucking that here and there while we're thinking about what we're going to put right there. Maybe a grave, an RIP grave. What is it called? Stone? Yeah. We'll just stick a bunch of that in right there. And that kind of covers up the lights and other stuff. That looks pretty good. Like that. Like that. And one of the strings for my brush right there. Get it out. Gosh, that's looking so cute. I love it. I love it. Maybe we'll make a headstone out of one of these papers. Put it back in there. That could be a headstone, huh? Right there. Let's find a marker. Get a little brush here that dirty it up. I think I'll get my look at our dark wax, the brown. Put a bunch of that in there. I don't know. Marker kind of popped out. We might can get it to work. Let's see if we can get it to. This marker's seen better days. Oh, now it's really flowing out. So I just kind of made that look a little more rough. We'll stick that back there. Put some moss around it. That turned out so cute. I love it. I love how it turned out. All right, there's probably 10 more things I'll do to it, but I'm just looking at my little stuff here, and I can't see anything that I want to add right now to it, but I love it. I think it turned out so cute. I put the little pumpkin back there instead. I really don't like that. I think I like the pumpkin better. I think we'll do that. We'll just leave that back there, but I'll put the pumpkin on top of it. That looks cute because then it matches that little thing. And I have these little cute. I have a bunch more. I need to go grab them out of the other room, but I love how it turned out. I think it's so cute. I hope you guys liked it. And if you do, and you haven't subscribed to my channel, give it a like and a subscribe. Do a thumbs up and comment. This is my birthday month, so I keep forgetting to tell everybody. Please comment on my videos, and I'll pick a winner to receive a goodie box with people that comment. So a big giveaway. You know, you'll get 5 or 6 things that I've made, and celebrate my birthday with me. My birthday month. It's my YouTube birthday month, not my personal, but so that's pretty special that I've been doing this for a year now. And I appreciate you guys stopping by today, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I will see you on my next video. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.